It's about that time again where we gotta have a sit down and talk about a pretty serious situation that a lot of content creators have to go through on the regular. And this video is not just a follow-up to my last parasocial relationships video, it is also in collaboration with one of my favorite ASMR YouTubers, Autumn ASMR. And now, ladies and gentlemen, grab your snacks and your drinks, but most importantly, I'm gonna need all of you to listen up. Now, would y'all believe me if I told you that it got worse? My block list on Instagram used to just be filled with bots and baby mamas, but now I've got an entire gallery of subscribers in there too. And allow me to tell you why. Parasocial relationships. And in my own words, a parasocial relationship is when somebody starts to feel like they're friends with or in some form of relationship with somebody that they watch in the media. Be it in a movie or a TV show, but in this case, a YouTuber. And I just want to make it clear that it's okay to have little crushes and want to try become friends with the creator that you watch. It's just the fact that some people go overboard and become obsessive over the content creator, and in no situation is that ever okay. It's creepy. Now, what I'm about to tell y'all beautiful people goes far beyond the odd subscriber calling me Demi Daddy. This goes far beyond that one dude in my comment section with the EDP445 profile picture that's always saying some ridiculously sexual dumb shit. One thing you guys should never do to anyone in life is invade somebody's privacy. Do you guys know how many times I've had to block a subscriber because they went and texted one of my friends trying to figure out personal things about me? Quite a fucking couple. Respect everyone's privacy. Damn, why is that so hard for some people to understand? I know your mommy and daddy told you not to talk to strangers, so what makes you think that asking a grown-ass man if you can meet up with him is okay? Do y'all not ever think that if a YouTuber, or anybody for that matter, doesn't make certain information public, that there may be a reason for that? Don't get me wrong, I understand that this is a part of the job that I signed up for. I want to be your source of entertainment. I want to get paid by doing what I love, which is putting smiles on 37,000 individual faces. I asked for this life and I gave it to myself. But what I didn't ask for is people spamming my DMs trying to get my attention, then making TikToks telling everybody that you're friends with Demigah. Yes, this actually happened. Side note, even if that were true, why is your biggest flex that you're friends with me? That just sounds like you ain't accomplished much in your life and that you gotta put your focuses elsewhere. Go to the gym, build up your own channel, start a family, you old ass nigga. And I can't lie, me being a man, I understand that parasocial connections won't be as bad for me as they are and would be for female content creators. So I had to branch out. I'm gonna let Autumn spit some bars at y'all about the female content creator experience of parasocial relationships.
And I think this happens with just every creator. Your persona on YouTube is to connect with your fans, and that's often normal for people to try to connect with you in many ways. And as an ASMR creator, my role on YouTube is a healer, and I am supposed to help you relax, de-stress, and sleep in general. And I think oftentimes as an ASMR creator, people get really attached to you because of that reason. And although I am loving and I love to hear people's stories, I love when people reach out to me about their problems, there just comes a point when there's a safety factor in the fact, and there's this sort of disconnect between respect and privacy. And what I mean by that is I'm more than willing to talk to anyone about their problems, you know, and I love hearing people's mental health stories. It's honestly amazing. But when it comes a bit too far with the, do you have a boyfriend? Can I be your boyfriend? Can I be your friend? Let's meet up. That's where it tends to be a little obsessive. And oftentimes not these obsessive messages or even comments, emails, Instagram replies, they're often multiple times trying to get your attention, and they oftentimes can be violent. And I've gotten violent requests before and comments saying, if you don't give me such and such attention, then I will unsubscribe or I will find your address and leak your address.
As you guys can hear, some motherfuckers love trying to manipulate women on YouTube by threatening to unsubscribe, like they won't get replaced within a fraction of a second anyway, or even taking it much further by saying that they'd find their address. You're weird! You're weird! Nigga, ain't that a crime? These horny ass dudes really think they can stalk their way into some pussy. You are not Tim Drake, Goofy, sit down. And remember this. This is also a point that Autumn brought up in her video, which I want you guys to go watch in full right after you're done here. The link will be in my bio, make sure to click that. The point was that if you start asking for things that is no longer safe for YouTube or that the creator isn't comfortable with, it is a clear sign that a parasocial relationship has formed or is starting to take place. So that means don't come up in my comment section begging my grown ass to validate your obsessions in my Instagram DMs.
So to the viewer's point, what I can suggest is just be realistic and respect boundaries. Just like yourself, we all would love this sense of privacy and safety, and that I feel like is a human right. To be able to feel safe in your own home, your own country, your own everything. So maybe thinking, why isn't this creator giving me such attention? Maybe thinking about it as they're not wanting to give you the attention that might leak any sort of information about themselves and their personal lives. And thinking that they're trying to just be safe themselves as to not being your friend or some sorts. And just overall respecting when a creator asks you to please stop saying these messages, please stop reaching out in this sort of manner. You have to respect these boundaries that the creator has presented to you, just like any other person. And just knowing that it is totally okay to feel some sort of connection between viewer and creator, but just realizing that obsessive behavior is an issue in itself.
Hey, very well spoken, bestie. Took the words straight out of my soup coolers. Content creators absolutely love to connect with their supporters in the comment sections and direct messages, whatever the case may be. But when there's even one obsessive, weird, downright creepy person that's starved for your attention, it just makes the creator not want to respond, possibly to anyone. I used to reply to every single comment and DM that I got, and it's evident if you just look a couple months back to my other videos. But that started to slow up because it became more visible to me that there were a lot more strange putos out there that want a slice of that Demigah cake, and I just couldn't handle it. It drains my social battery when I gotta deal with somebody like that. And I think that overall I'm a nice guy, so when I notice people being weird, instead of immediately blocking them or letting another subscriber cuss them out, which I do not tolerate, I just try to educate the person to do better and realize what they're doing is wrong, as you guys should too. And if they fail to realize that and adapt, then they get chucked in the block list like a 2K free throw.
And just as a wrap-up statement, that it's just about privacy and respecting boundaries, I feel like, and just knowing that being compulsive and obsessive isn't necessarily the way to go to get someone's attention. And that by the creators and on the vow of creators, we love interacting with you guys so much, but it comes to the point sometimes that the level of trust needs to be built within the respect boundaries. And that's it from me, Demi. If you wanted to touch on the male perspective, that would be great, as well as your own experiences. Hope this gives you something to build on.
Thank you very much for that. So, for my closing statement, I'm gonna give y'all a short story about one Parasocial subscriber that I recently blocked, as well as my experience with him. But first off, what Autumn said about building trust with the creator can go a long way. Comment what you want. Be respectful when you say what you want, and stick around. And just maybe the creator will open up their digital arms to you just a teeny bit more than they would with somebody else. Trust within a community like this goes a very long way. Now, for my experiences, one that stands out because it was fairly recent was when one extremely obsessive subscriber started messaging me on Instagram. He was always begging me to read his Lego set of messages like there were too many bricks to count, you feel me? There's no reason why you should be sending somebody 10 plus messages when they don't even know you personally. Summarize what you want to say. It's not that hard. But on top of that, he'd start begging me to DM him in my YouTube comments, but I'd always just ignore him. One day I got tired of him and figured out that he's a teenage kid. So instead of immediately just blocking him, I explained to him carefully what he was doing wrong. He then apologized, but then immediately, and I mean within the span of 2 messages, he started being weird again. So I blocked him. Then I opened up my email a couple days later, and I was going through voice submissions that some voice actors and voice actresses had sent me. And I saw a link from a name that I recognized. And when I clicked the link, it led to a YouTube video of him giving a half-assed apology and begged me to unblock him. My nigga, I will never unblock you. Kid, I don't know what kind of mental issues you may have. I'm not gonna expose you or put your name on the screen, but I can guarantee that you're watching this video right now, so please listen. You're weird, and it's okay to be weird. Hell, I'm a weird ass nigga myself. But it is not okay to be obsessive over people you don't know, invade their privacy, and start begging strangers to be your friend, and to read your dozens of messages. Have some respect for other people's time and the lives of others, because if you grow up still acting like this, you could end up severely lonely, or even worse, locked up for being the way you are, especially if it gets worse. So please, get help. And if you're treating any other content creators like this, cut it the fuck out. Thank you. I don't want any of y'all to feel scared to DM me or Autumn. Please continue to do so. All I ask is that you be respectful so we can all just share the love, put smiles on faces together, and chill the hell out. Subscribe to Autumn ASMR, because I know it'll put a big old smile on her face, and let me know y'all's thoughts in the comments section below, and I'll be seeing you. Take care and peace.
Baby, let me see some. Okay, too bad. Bitches, going both ways. She gon' do it for these fans. She make it clap like how I do both of my hands. Fuck it up, stick it up, throw it back.